Your brain on trauma. What actually happens in your brain if you are traumatized, if you suffer from PTSD? That's the question I will answer for you in this video. Let's get right into it. My name is Tamara Schenk. You probably heard me explaining how traumatic experiences create trauma trigger buttons that can be pushed later on in similar situations and lead to the same or heavier fear-based reactions. So what's actually happening in your brain? So you actually have a system in place that works in perfect harmony and in perfect balance. And this is the collaboration between your amygdala and your medial prefrontal cortex. The one can also be called a smoke detector. That's the amygdala, and the other one can also be called a watchtower or sense maker, and that's the medial prefrontal cortex. So what's happening? So your amygdala, that's a small part of your limbic brain that serves as your smoke detector, as Dr. Bessel van der Kolk likes to call that. And if your amygdala senses a threat, it sends out instant messages to other body parts, and it's about to orchestrate a whole body stress response. So your heart rate is going up, your cortisol, your adrenaline is going up, your rate of breathing is going up, your blood pressure will increase, and so on, to prepare your body to either fight or run away. Then there is also the watchtower, and that's your medial prefrontal cortex, and the task here is to assist with a stress response. You can also call the watchtower a sense maker, and that's something the amygdala does not do at all. The watchtower helps to figure out whether, let's say, the fast approaching car behind you is a real danger to you or not. It also helps make a judgment whether your house is really on fire or if there is only smoke in the kitchen because you just burned your dinner. Now, the amygdala, your smoke detector, is faster than your watchtower. Suppose your amygdala is not on trauma, and in that case, both parts of the brain collaborate perfectly to make sure that you are immediately in alert mode, but only in really dangerous situations. And all of that is very different if you are suffering from PTSD, in other words, if you are traumatized. Then this essential balance between the smoke detector and the watchtower is no longer working correctly at all. So with a brain on trauma, this balance has shifted radically. And it's leading to extreme reactions that seem inappropriate from the outside. Knowing that your brain is a brain on trauma with a highly sensitive central nervous system, your amygdala is actually miscalibrated due to your past trauma, and it tends to signal that you are in danger almost continually. And the problem with the brain on trauma is also another one, because your watchtower, your medial prefrontal cortex, often gets deactivated, basically shut down, and has no chance at all to re-establish any kind of balance and judgment for you. And that's why if you suffer from trauma, if you suffer from PTSD, you experience typical trauma-based symptoms such as fear-based overreactions, or it can be anxiety or depression or avoidance, and procrastination is a very typical one. Emotional outbursts, simply because your brain cannot make that judgment if the situation is now a real danger or not, or feeling offended by what others say you do all the time, or challenges to focus and to concentrate, and also memory issues. So you can check out my video on the 11 symptoms of trauma to learn more about all these 11 trauma symptoms. So as long as these past traumas are not cleared, you're basically trapped in your current overreactions that are based on your past trauma. So, and this is what we're actually doing with trauma clearing work, something I can help you with. We help to re-establish this proper collaboration in your brain again by clearing the trauma trigger buttons. So what can trauma clearing really do for you? It helps you to clear your past traumas completely at the quantum level. What does that mean? It means that we deinstall, that we clear the trauma trigger buttons that are sitting at the cellular level and at the DNA level in your body, mind, spirit system. We also clear the programs that sit behind these buttons. So when we deinstall buttons, then they can no longer be pushed, okay? And then your brain has a chance to recalibrate itself to the proper collaboration between amygdala and medial prefrontal cortex, so that you have a smoke detector and a watchtower, and that they help each other to figure out whether a danger is real, a real danger for you, or if it is not. By doing this, your energy frequency will increase a lot so that you can attract different people, different situations, different places. You will always download new information from your higher self. And by clearing and deinstalling all these trauma trigger buttons, you allow yourself to live again from an open heart without fear. It will make you feel much lighter because we clear the source of physical problems as well. It will help you to annihilate procrastination. And this is really the fear of taking action because of past trauma. So if you very often feel in a state of avoidance and run into procrastination all the time, then you are definitely traumatized in one way or another. It will also help you to clear past issues with money, with lack and limitation thought forms, and it will allow your soul to close all these past chapters of these painful past experiences. And then that allows you to focus on what you actually decided to create in this lifetime. In a nutshell, trauma clearing is the doorway to closing past painful experiences and stepping into your divinity to follow your life's mission. Now, how is trauma clearing different from any other kind of dealing with trauma? What's different is that we energetically clear the root causes, the energetic trauma buttons that sit at your cellular level and DNA level, instead of treating the symptoms that help you to cope with a trauma that then still exists. So that's the difference. You want to clear the root cause of it. De-implement, de-install these buttons, so then we also clear the program that sits behind them, and that allows your entire body, mind, spirit system to recalibrate itself. So I hope I could really make that clear, that you cannot talk away a trauma. And this is now really also proven by science, that it needs different angles and different perspectives in addition to really resolve past trauma. It cannot just be talked away. This is a way of coping with the trauma, but then it's still existing. So the clearing work is really very important so that you can then navigate for yourself with an open heart and without fear, and create the life you desire for yourself. My name is Tamara Schenk, and my mission here really is to empower human potential. At the core of this work is trauma clearing work. So I have a background in the corporate world for more than 25 years, and I'm on a journey of really living my soul's mission and figuring out what that really is for more than the last 15 years. I founded Energy Field Mastery a couple of years ago, and I have, as you can see here, a lot of qualifications in this area to help you with very effective clearing work in one-on-one sessions or and programs, and also in group settings, whatever works better for you. So how much longer do you want to keep your trauma, or are you ready to clear your past trauma? I hope you are. So then just act now and get your trauma cleared. You can send me a message at tamara@energyfieldmastery.com. You can also contact me via my website, via the YouTube channel here, or also find me on my Facebook page. Send me a message. We will have a conversation so that we can tailor your trauma clearing approach, or you may also be interested in signing up for my ultimate trauma clearing program that really covers all kinds of trauma and comes with a lot of highly valuable bonuses. I hope to talk to you soon and help you clear your past trauma. Thank you.